All right. I already know what you're here for, so I'm actually trying to keep it short. The last video I made was kind of long for only 5 tips. Like, yeah, I went really into detail with them, but I'm gonna try to keep this one 10, 13 minutes max. I don't think you guys should be sitting here for 20 minutes just to hear 5 tips. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to keep this one 10 minutes. I'm gonna still talk some, but I'm gonna try to, for the most part, keep it, keep it locked in. Let's get started. Per usual, I'm gonna say this stuff, then I'm gonna pull up the notepad so y'all can see it at the end. Talk to yourself while you play. I feel like some people do this, but it depends on how you're doing it. You don't want to just say like, oh, that was good, that was a bad play. Like, yes, that's important, but also talk, like actually say it. I feel like when you actually say it, it helps it like stick in your head a bit more than saying it in your head. Like, okay, that was a bad play, I can do this differently. Also acknowledging what plays you could do, even simple things like, say for me, a lot of times when I'm pushing up to take high ground and then I get shot back off, okay, keep pressuring it. Just making sure you're saying things to yourself multiple times. So even if you're saying the same thing, you say it a few times, like 3 or 4 times, it doesn't really matter. If you say it a few times, just, it's gonna help stuff stick with you, and it will help you play better. Because even today, like, I barely talk to myself when I play. Sometimes when I die in a dumb way, I'll say, okay, I was kind of fucking retarded. But being more active, I feel like, is the better way to say it. Just be more active in your play. And self-explanatory, bro. Talk about everything, better plays you could have done while you're in the game, because if you start to pick up on these things faster, this way you won't make the same mistakes over and over again. Okay. Be okay with getting off on a loss. This is a major one. I just did this. I lost like twice. Like, I had won 4. I'm gonna show my history. I'm gonna clip it and show my history. I won 4 games in a row. On the 5th game, my internet entirely disconnected and kicked me out. I was just heated, mad, because that was a free win. I was gonna win that game, and then I ended up losing the rest. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get off now. Obviously, I'm mad. I know that just sold me energetically. That sold me mentally, energetically. Getting kicked off by the internet right there sold me, and I think I should have just taken a break right there. But obviously, I was mad. Regardless, that messed up my mental, and I should have just got off then. But either way, I've only got off with losing like such an amount, barely. And yes, I know, bro, I should have been in Grandmaster. I would have been in Grandmaster if it wasn't for that internet bullshit. That just messed up my whole flow. Anyways, love my cousin. I gotta stop playing with that nigga though. His lobbies be selling me. That's actually gonna go into the next point. Regardless though, be okay with getting off on a loss. I know sometimes you guys play for a while and you're like, I don't want to get off on a loss, I want to win before I get off, and then that leads to just rolling and losses, brother, when you could have just got off. Anyways, that what I just said leads into the next point. Play solo more. I know a lot of you might already do this, but if you do have people you play with, like, you can dedicate time to play with them, but please try to only play with people that are actually in your rank, so that the rank difference of player styles just don't mix. They don't mix. There's ranks for a reason, you heard me. Play solo more, because you'll have to rely on yourself more. You're not, if you've seen my other video, or if you're just not weird, you have the game chat off. Fuck the niggas in game chat. Please, bro, keep it. If you have game chat on, friends and family only. Friends and family won't shit on you unless your friends and family are just fucked. But if you play solo more, you're gonna be forced to get better, because a lot of it's gonna be on you. A lot more of situations and stuff is gonna be on you, because you're not really talking with your team or whatever. That's gonna force you to get better. That's the only reason I say these other things. Like in my other video, I said to turn off voice chat. It's going to force you to get better. You cannot talk to your team as well. That's just another point. But yeah, it's going to force you to get better. You're playing solo, you don't have any teammates. Maybe your teammates that you normally play with are really good. Even better. Now that you're alone, it's going to force you to see what areas you're lacking in. It's going to force you to lock in. Now, I wanted to say this last point first, but I think it's good I saved it for last, because it should hit the hardest. Don't let your KD determine your mindset. I'm going to say it again. Do not let your kill-death ratio determine your mindset. Now, you might understand this and you might say, but it doesn't for me, bitch. Yes, it do. Because you think it in your head. Just because you don't say it out loud don't mean you're not thinking it in the head with your mental voice. This is very self-explanatory. a lot of times when you first get into a higher rank, that just being honest might not be where you at right now, because that's happened to me plenty of times. I just made a plateau video. That's the whole point of that. You get into a rank when you're ready to be in that rank. Even if you're not MVP all the time, when you're ready to be in a rank, you'll make it to that rank. But once you make it to a certain higher rank, it's gonna happen, and you're getting carried and you're barely getting kills, and your team's losing, and you can tell that you're the weakest link on the team, and you look at your KD, and the first thing you start thinking is it's you. Yes, you should think that, but what you shouldn't start doing is starting to think negatively, starting to think that you're bad and that this and that you can't keep up in this game. No, don't do that. There has been, I don't know if I can find the replays, but there has been one too many games where I was doing bad in the beginning and then I'm almost MVP at the end and we win the game. Or I was doing bad in the beginning and I absolutely cleaned up my KD towards the end and we ended up winning, just because I didn't let that I was doing bad at the start determine my mindset. There's 2 rounds for a reason, bro. Too many times I brought it back from first game loss to 2 wins. Your KD, it do not matter, brother. It don't. There have been so many games where I've been influential and I had horrible KD. Like, I have a perfect example. At the start of one game, I had used my ult, and I dived the back line, and I had both the healers running away from me, away from the battle. Like, they were behind a wall and couldn't heal. And my team absolutely wipes them, and I ended up dying to the 2 healers. What's my KD now? It's 1 death, 0 kills, and everyone else has like 4 kills, and I have 0 kills. But that whole interaction on the point, we just won the point because of me. That's undeniable. They just won the point because of me. It don't matter how good they are. I don't care if they were all 1 for all or whatever, 1 above all, whatever you call that. I don't care if they're all 1 above all, bro. They just won the point that freely because of the play I made. Okay, bro? So don't let your KD determine your mindset. You're like that. Your hims, your hers, whatever the fuck. Please take these notes to mind. Show it on the screen if I can. Screenshot this if you need to. Go to notes. Talk to yourself while you play. Be okay with getting off on a loss. Play solo more. Don't let your KD determine your mindset. These are things you can implement immediately. I made sure to try to keep this. I literally sat there and like thought. Honestly, it didn't take me that long, bro. But I had to sit there and think about stuff that people could simply do that they're not typically doing. Either way, this is it, man. Go be tough. Go be MVP. Win above all. Go win some dubs, man. Go win some dubs.